Marriage is a mess, isn't it? Right now, in our context that we're living in, the institution has fallen on very hard times. I believe, if you've been around for a while, I know that you would agree that there's a very low view of marriage in our society today. Oftentimes, it's just kind of ridiculed. It's laughed at, if you're serious about marriage and serious about what the Bible teaches in terms of living in that relationship. In many ways, it's being redefined. What is marriage today? Is there even such a thing as marriage? And isn't it just two people of any sort that love each other? It's being redefined. In many quarters, it's not even being entered into, man. People are just shacking up, and that's it. That's what they're doing. They're not even considering the Lord. So in many ways, not completely. I don't want to sound like Elijah, like it's all over. No, because God has His witness, and there are many strong marriages. But in many ways, it's broken. But do you know what that is, man? As Christians, you need to know even marriage that's broken and the way it's being viewed and treated as is a sign of our rebellion against God. That we have just pushed God out of our minds and out of our hearts. And the farther and farther away you get from Him, the less and less His ordinances and His instruction means to you. Okay? So it's a sign of that. For many, marriage is just about the weddings. That's why a lot of people just get married, because they like the dress for, what's the show? The wedding dress show? Thank you very much. Say yes to the dress. We like that. And we like to set up the marriages and do it this way. And, we're going to get married over here. And we're planning our big wedding. And that's kind of what marriage is all about and entails. And the vows mean very little to many people. And also what marriage actually involves. Certainly not a biblical concept of marriage is being taken seriously. But for Christians, it's different. Okay? If you love Jesus Christ, then it's different. Because we know where marriage comes from, and we know the purpose of marriage. We know the expectations within marriage that God has given us. And yet, even as Christians, and this is part of why Paul writes this, because he knows that even as Christians, that we need to be reminded, because we far too often forget the purpose and plan for marriage, our rules and responsibility within that beautiful institution that the Lord gave us. And so many times we even push back against the things that we don't like that God says in terms of marriage. Submit to your husbands. Okay? Love your wife. Don't be harsh with them. So Paul reminds us as he speaks to, as we're going to see in the next few weeks, these interpersonal relationships, today marriage, he speaks to these things and the responsibilities that we have, the privileges we have within these.